gone a couple days. What are you most impressed with over the 2-day span? Hard to put your finger on just one.
Yeah, we just pointed out a lot of things to the team that we felt like were positive. We're at a point in time where we're starting to expect great things to happen, and yet we're coming up short in a lot of places where we know it's going to happen in the next several weeks. And so there's that patience element, but at the same time, the individual performances that I most appreciated, I think, were those people who are tired, those people who are a little sore, those people who are training hard still, for whom it's sometimes difficult to get excited about competing, and yet they were able to come out and compete really, really hard multiple times. And that's a big part of this sport. You can't tiptoe your way into being able to do outstanding things on doubles and triples at the conference meet unless you learn how to line up and perform when you don't feel like doing it. And I saw a lot of people do that this week.
And you said there were a couple things that some people fell a little bit short of expectations. Anything in particular there?
Well, I don't think there's. I think there's several places where I would tell you that we would like to have run or performed better. I think the expectations that we probably put in place were inappropriate. Would we like to have seen Andy Bayer go out and run 7:48 again like he did last year? Yeah, but when they're 9 seconds, 8 seconds slower through the mile than they were last year, then that's just not going to happen. And so the race just didn't get it set up properly. And on top of that, I think we're probably still training a little harder than we were a year ago, and trying to look towards the future a little more appropriately than we did a year ago. I can tell you, though, I would rather have had him run 7:48 last night than 7:58. He's ready to do that, but we've now got to just continue to work, continue to put things in place, continue to sharpen up a little bit, and prepare to put some good times on the board in the next several weeks.
Kind of add on to Bayer, I know he has another chance to kind of break that record come up in February. At this point, not having really broken today, are you guys going to more push towards breaking that record, or just kind of keep working like normal, just keep training?
No, that's the inappropriate expectation that I was talking about. And I just talked with the team. Those people in sport who want to tell you just go have a good time are off base. What you want to do is go out and do the best you can do and win. However, you need to find some enjoyment in taking on some significant challenges. And the way you enjoy that process, in my mind, is that you prepare. We do our part to try to get races set up appropriately to give people a chance for really good things to happen, and then you let whatever's going to happen come to you. I think if you get too excited about a particular time, it even happens with those individuals who start chasing an automatic qualifier for a national meet. The harder they focus on that automatic qualifier, the farther they get away from it. You just have to trust your preparation, keep putting things in place, give yourselves a chance to get in the right race, and trust that it's going to come to you. And if that then includes a record, if that then includes a high ranking on an all-time U.S. list, if that then includes a Big Ten individual championship or an All-American run at a national meet, that's great. We want those things to happen, but I think they need to happen within the context of putting yourself in the right place in the right way, letting it come to you and thoroughly enjoying the challenge of dreaming and thinking beyond what's easy to accomplish.
And on the women's side, I know we had another great performance, really in the 3,000 during the mile. Could you comment a little bit on how the men's team, the distance team, really receives a lot of the attention, but it seems like the women are kind of creeping up on that.
Yeah, creeping up a little bit. We made a focus coming out of cross country, which was not good for our women relative, I thought, to the talent and the work that they had done, and so we've challenged them with continuing to go forward, get that behind us as quickly as possible, and prove that we've done the work that we need to do to put good marks on the board, and we've got a number of girls who have accepted that challenge and are thoroughly as you can see by watching them compete, thoroughly enjoying that process and that challenge. And that's what I'm talking about, is you start overthinking it, you start pressing, you start trying to be something that everybody expects you to be. And numbers are great to shoot at, but what you really have to do is just train, be who you are, and go out and make the most of who you are every day. And the best way to do that is to enjoy the competition and enjoy the challenge.
Just stared right into my camera while I'm
What's
kidding.
the camera for? 2 seconds off or so in the
What?
right, I don't like the
IUTF12
record.
Oh, actually, I didn't know that.
How did you grade yourself and the team's performance in that race?
We came in just hoping, we just want to run as fast as we can. That's what we always do. I didn't even know what the Fieldhouse record was. Brianna and I ended up PRing, so that was really exciting. Caitlin and Chelsea did really well too, so we just took it out from the beginning and just held on.
And then with your 3K race, narrowly missing first place there, you like your performance there still?
Yeah, I wish I could have edged her out, but you can't win them all. So it was still, I was happy with it.
And having Brianna as a training partner, has that been huge for your success this season?
Oh my gosh, yes. Our workouts have been going really well. It's really great having her. We just try to stick together, and we're just getting better and better, so it's going really well.
And with the success this year, do you feel like you guys are training a little bit harder than last year? Mm-hmm. And success is proving it?
Yeah, we are training a little harder than last year. I think, time will tell. It's just going to keep getting better. So.
I answered about this already, but as you know, the men's team, is receiving a little bit more recognition than the women's team. But do you guys have any kind of added motivation to kind of get better and earn yourselves more recognition, or is that something that ever comes into your mind at all?
Yeah, the guys' team is a little bit ahead of us, but we're just, each year's getting better, and we're just trying to keep climbing up there, and I think we're getting close. So.
I know it's still really early in the season, but would you say that you guys as a group and really as an individual, are you guys pleased with where you are, or do you feel like there's a lot of work left to be done, or how do you feel about that?
Our times are coming, a little more training, and I think that we're going to be in a position to do really well. So.
Disappointment, do you put that in the back of your mind right away, or was that something you were thinking of?
After the race, I was mad for my cool down afterwards, and then after that it was like there's no point in worrying about this, so I'm kind of looking forward to next week. I think we're going to try and put together a fast mile, so that's kind of where I'm at on that. Just focus on the future. I'll have another chance to run a fast 3K, so that'll be good.
And being the guy who's usually at the front of the race, do you ever feel like the target's on your back? Do you feel any pressure at all?
Sometimes, but I kind of try and just focus on my race plan and not really worry about what others' expectations of me or anything, and not really focus on like whether people are kind of gunning for me, because really I feel like everyone's trying to kind of run their own race, and whether I was a favorite to win or not, people are going to try and beat me no matter what, so it doesn't really matter.
And what's it like from a racing and training standpoint with the talented team you have around you?
It makes it a lot more fun, a lot easier to just do what we've been doing. We have a whole big group that's just really strong right now. We're kind of pretty deep from top to bottom, so you have 4 or 5 or 6 guys at a time that are working out with you and racing with you that kind of gives you confidence, and they're in the race with you, and if they can do it, you can do it, kind of, because you've been doing those workouts with them, and kind of vice versa for everyone, so I think it kind of builds everyone's confidence a lot.
And I know you have another chance coming up in February to kind of take another crack at that 3,000, and kind of how the way things went today, does that really make you want to really take another crack at that and really kind of push towards that?
Yeah, I definitely would like to get a good rate, because I felt good last night. It just, I couldn't close off a 4:20 pace to run anything that respectable, but it was, I definitely I feel like I'm in good shape based off last night, and definitely gives me some confidence and gives me a little more desire, I guess, to kind of go after that, and I think I'm definitely in shape, but workouts have been going well and stuff, so I think it'll be good.
Okay, that's it for me.
All right.